Hello, welcome back. I'm here to talk about all the drama revolving around Brittany Broski right now because I love her. So I'm here to defend her. Again, like last time, these are my opinions before anything. So a lot of this is happening right now because in the past she said one thing and now she's saying another. Understand, yeah, that's hypocrisy. You guys are confusing hypocrisy with malice intent. And that's the problem here. A lot of people say things when they have less to lose. And that doesn't make them evil or liars or hypocrites. It just makes them naive at the time. At the time, she was speaking from a place of idolism, where if you have the platform, you should use it. But I'm sure she didn't expect to get as big as she is now. Now she's realizing, when I hop online, I have at least 1 million people are going to view this video. At the time, she probably thought, I'll always be this brave and I'll always use my voice. But, at the time, she's a small little creator. She doesn't have that much to lose. Again, that doesn't make her a liar. It just makes her a realist. There's a lot to lose here. Her livelihood, her career, everything could be lost with just the wrong words. You have to realize when your entire career can be at risk from something so simple as making one video, that's not immaturity or hiding or just ignoring the problem. That's being real and understanding your situation and your place in all of this. Like, if you have a job or a career, a livelihood that you poured your entire soul into creating, you wouldn't risk it so easily just to appease strangers on the internet that already have their pitchforks out and pointing at you. This is a survival instinct. To keep safe of what you have, what you worked for, what you have accomplished. You want to keep that safe. Not everyone has the power or the platform to survive cancellation. And you guys know how hard you are with the cancel culture. Immediately you hop on the bandwagon of anything you see. She's still trying to build her career. She's still gaining followers and all of that every day. She's still working on her future. She's not easily going to put that all at risk just to appease a bunch of strangers online. Just because someone once encouraged speaking out does not mean they owe you their opinion for the rest of their lives. She is a content creator. She owes her audience content, creativity, authenticity, not her geopolitical commentary. She's not an elected official. She's not a UN delegate. She's a content creator. That's the path she chose in life. And you don't get to demand that she risk her mental health and career to satisfy your outrage. And you guys are trying to clown her and be, oh, what kind of dystopian world do we live in? Is changing your mind not allowed? Have you never once changed your mind on anything? If I quote you on something you said 10 years ago, are you going to stand on it? Or are you going to say you grew out of it, you matured, you saw a different angle to it? There's more to lose now. Changing your mind is allowed. What's worse to you? Blindly standing on a past statement just for consistency's sake? Or being able to reassess something and go, maybe I don't know enough about this topic. Maybe I shouldn't speak on this right now. Maybe this is dangerous to my career. Growth is not hypocrisy. You should be allowed to change your stance on things when new realities hit. I just need to know, where is your energy when it comes to people who are actually in charge? If your first instinct in a global crisis is to put pressure on social media influencers, not the lawmakers, not the president, not billionaires funding the wars. What are you thinking? Where's your head at? Like, you have to be so honest with yourself. If your first thought when a crisis breaks out is, I wonder what this influencer has to say about this, you need to go outside and touch grass, because that is such a bizarre way of thinking. The way you don't see a problem with that. Let's put all this pressure on Brittany Broski to say words that I want her to say, to make me feel better, because I feel this way. It's all about feelings. It's all feelings with you. You're not looking at this from a bigger picture. Social media stars are not the ones placing policies down, sending aid, launching attacks. They're here for entertainment. You are misplacing all of your energy and you see nothing wrong with it. Because I feel. It's all about how you feel. Nothing was ever accomplished through feeling. It's about what is real, what's really going on. Like, you don't care. You can't tell me that you care about these things when instead of pressuring the people who are actually in charge, you're pressuring a TikTok comedian. This girl makes jokes on TikToks and you're over here like, say these words. Dance, monkey, dance. And you see nothing wrong with that. You are the problem. You need to go outside, touch some grass, and have some formulated thoughts for once. And majority of you are weaponizing hypocrisy in order to force Brittany to speak on something. That's not righteous. That is manipulative. Because the people starting all these problems, they don't want her genuine thoughts. They want her to confirm what they believe. And if she doesn't, she's evil. What are you talking about? In what world does that make sense? That's not fair. You're not even considering that Brittany said all this when she did not have millions of people watching. It's a great little example. This part. She is surprised we are mad at her for staying silent. She didn't have to be a professional. She just had to say free Palestine. That's all she had to do, right? Okay, and what would that do besides make you more comfortable? You guys aren't even considering that she said all this before she really understood what it was like having millions of people tune in and watch what you post. Anything she drops, obviously it's going to get a lot of traction, a lot of views. She's now understanding that now that she's growing her platform and she's gaining all this, she's now looking at it and understanding, man, my words carry a lot of weight. Anything I say could take away my whole career. We all say braver things when there's less at stake. And that doesn't make you a liar, and that doesn't make you a coward, that makes you a realist. She now looks at what she has, and it's very big, and she's growing every day, and she doesn't want to risk losing that. You have no idea what that would feel like. I have no idea what that would feel like. If I hopped online and I knew if I post this video, it's going to get 1 million views. All eyes on me. That is so stressful. I can't imagine. And you're putting all that weight on a girl who makes jokes on the internet and not the people who are actually in charge of all of this fuck shit happening in the world. I just don't get it. Where is this energy? Because you need to put it over here and you're just tossing it all around. La, la, my feelings. That's getting us nowhere, bro. You are the problem. We've created an environment where anything you say, even if it's heartfelt, even if it's well-researched, it can be misinterpreted and it can be immediately used against you. Who in their right mind would want to speak under those circumstances? When you got to tiptoe around everything, walking on all these eggshells. You wouldn't want to do it, but you expect such high things from these people on the internet. Because you're delusional. That's all it is. Delusional. You're all about honesty. All you say, oh, we just want honesty, but then the second people give you honesty, you're ready to torch them immediately, no hesitation. This is the problem. If you all weren't so quick to jump onto bandwagons and demonize people for things they've done in the past, I can't even imagine if someone came up to me and they're like, well, you said this like 4 years ago, and now you're saying the opposite. I'm not even the same person I was yesterday. You think I share the same values from 4 years ago? I don't know who that girl is. I have evolved. I'm someone new. That drives me insane when y'all dig up things from the past and media. Oh, hypocrisy. Oh, she's a liar. Oh, she doesn't align with my beliefs, so she's wrong. She's evil. Chill out, bro. It's not that deep. It's never that deep. You know, it's really easy for all of us with small accounts to say whatever opinion we want to say and just chime in on things because we don't have anything to lose. That's the reality of it. If you had 1 million eyes on you, you'd be very careful of what you're posting and what you're saying and how you're wording everything, because the internet will be so quick to take those 5 seconds from that video, turn it around, make it into something it's not, and now you're the enemy. Now you're canceled. Now everyone unsubscribed. There goes your career, there goes your livelihood, there goes all your money. That's wild. So yeah, she might have said something in the past and now she's doing something completely against that. Bro, that's not hypocrisy, it's realism. You need to get that through your head. When you have nothing to lose, you can be brave, you can be bold. And a lot of us want to believe that we will always be that brave. And it doesn't matter right now if I only have 15 people watching me. If it was 15 million, I'd still be the same. No, you wouldn't. Because you would understand the severity of what's at stake and what you have to lose. Something you've poured all your blood, sweat, and tears into. You worked so hard to create this and it could be gone in an instant. Just from a 5-second clip you posted online. And you think that's fair to put all that pressure on her? Go yell at your senators. Put your energy where it is needed. You're just wasting time. You can't tell me you actually care about the war in Palestine when your first thought is, man, what's Brittany think about this? What's Brittany got to say about this? Huh? Are you dumb? That blows me away. That's how you think? Get off this rock. I want you on a ship. I want you off this rock. You know, in this moment, she definitely could have realized, hey, this topic is really high. It might be damaging to my career, my livelihood. This might be too big for me. You know, she makes music videos and she makes little podcasts talking about horses and space or whatever. She's never been one to hop on and just start spewing her political beliefs. That's not what she built her channel on, but that's what you're expecting out of her? Make that make sense to me. Walk me through the thought process on that one. How did you get to that conclusion? Because that is just wild. You know, when people have worked so hard to build their platform, you don't get to demand things from them just because you feel a certain way. Because you have a certain opinion, certain beliefs, and if other people don't align with that, they're the devil. You all just need to understand that people can have like different opinions. People can feel certain ways. You can't demonize them for it. God gave us free will for a reason. We can all have individual thought. But the second someone's beliefs don't align with yours, you torch them. I don't understand how any of this is fair. So, I mean, if you disagree at all with me, let me know in the comments. I would really love to know the way your mind works and why you feel the need to put so much pressure on a TikToker and not the lawmakers, not the people funding war. Go yell at your senator, not a TikToker. I can't believe I gotta say that. That's crazy. What a dystopian world we live in. Y'all make me mad. But yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Those are my opinions that I'm allowed to have. So if you disagree, leave a comment. I'd love to have a discussion about this. I want to know how your mind works because what are you talking about? I feel like I broke this down pretty well. And there's still going to be people in the comments talking about their feelings. Their feelings and not reality. So let's all try to be better and try to think rationally and not emotionally. I know a lot of people struggle with that. You just gotta take a breath and think. is what I'm about to say purely out of feeling, or is it fact? Is it rational? Can I look it up and go, oh yeah, fact check that looks right. That looks good. You were right. No. You're just gonna go, I feel so much. That's not getting me nowhere. That's not getting you nowhere. It's not getting anyone anywhere. You're wasting time and energy. You could be putting this into something that will actually change the world, and instead, man, I wonder what this influencer has to say about this crazy crisis of a topic. And you know what? If they don't think what I think, and they don't say the words that I want them to say on some dance monkey dance type shit, I'm gonna roast them. I'm gonna call them a hypocrite and a coward and a liar. Please, go outside, touch some grass, leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you soon.